Alright guys, so this is just all the old timber that was lying around in the boat. I've just pulled it all out. There's more over behind the camera. Just pulled it out to clear some room for when I was working in there. I'm just going to go through it and kind of, you know, pick out the best pieces from it and stuff that can be reused again. Not to waste any materials pretty much. Big rain shower just hit. It's pretty ugly out there. So I just took in a few of those timbers. And the rest will be fine. They're all varnished and I'm not too worried about those anyway. So I'm going to get this cover back down. I had it up just to let the light back in and kind of get the air flowing around. But yeah, it was sunny a second ago and then just it was rain showers every other second. So makes life a little bit difficult. I'm going to make up some kind of like supports for the covers so that I don't have to keep doing this, and it's a lot of trouble. So, you know, just so I can kind of get in and out, some like maybe like a sheet over the top, like a plywood sheet, something like that, where I can kind of slide it out, slide it back in, you know, so it's easy to get in and out. And maybe up the front I might do some sort of like kind of support up there as well, just to kind of keep the cover off the boat and keep that air just circulating so there's no stagnant air. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, I'll get a close-up, but the evening before we got the cover on the boat, the water was leaking straight in, and just from that residual water kind of, you know, resting on the sides of the boat or where I've sanded down, already mold has started to form, which is, it's just crazy. Like, this stuff is evil. So I'm just going to get bleach and soap on it again, bleach and soap and water. I'm going to paint that straight after it. Well, I'm going to let it dry obviously, and then just get paint straight on there. But now that the cover is over, it's not a problem, but it's just crazy to think that fast it started to form. So definitely gonna keep some sort of airflow here, you know, keep the insulation out from the wall. There do a small bit of insulation, but not like the thick styrofoam that was used in it originally. Basically have a gap and have some sort of vent or airflow. Like, there's gonna be shelving here, like I said, so just keep the airflow, and you're not gonna have any stagnant air and get any of that mold to start again, because it's just evil. So I've just finished doing a coat of varnish on the planking that goes over this bench area that I'm sitting in. I did another extra coat on the side planks that run along on each side. So that's starting to look really nice, and I'm excited to see what these turn out like now tomorrow. So that's it pretty much for tonight, guys. Alright guys, so this week hasn't been the most interesting week content wise, and I apologise for that. I'm trying to mix up as much as possible and not show the same angles over and over again. As you've seen anyway in the montage kind of snippets of what the progress was, I finished off varnishing these horizontal arched planks. So they're finished now. I've just finished the last coat. I think I'm pretty much happy with it then, because it's starting to look really nice. I'll see, I might do one more layer or whatever, but I'm going to get started on the painting first before I go back to varnishing, because I'm kind of sick of varnishing for so long, you know. But it has to be done anyway, and it's starting to look very good. So I also got the bottom plank, the planks that are at the bottom of the windows. So I also did 3 coats of varnish. As you did see as well, I got the plywood sheet out, or the plywood wall, I guess, and I'll use that as a template. That was all rotten, so I'm going to get this one out in front of me as well. I'll also get the primer coat painted on the actual walls of the book. So anywhere I flaked off all the old paint, this entire room, each side of it needs to be painted with primer. There's no need to actually put another like kind of marine paint over that, because this is going to be enclosed. I'm going to have a thin layer of insulation and then leave some space so the walls can actually breathe. Damp won't build up in there, and if it was to get damp, mold wouldn't develop there like it did beforehand. So that'll solve that problem, and then I'll get like planked wall done up, and then I'll do like a minimalistic shelving, so small kind of shelving, and some nice kind of small storage that doesn't take up a lot of space, and that way I've got the max amount of room and space here without closing up too much of the wall at the same time, because there is a lot of space here and I want to use it as well as best I can. So as always guys, stay productive and have fun creating.